What is going on, trading family? All right, so I hope you guys are ready for today's rate decision. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a prep for today, just so that you guys know exactly what to pay attention to if you guys are not inside the private group. Okay, so first, if you guys are interested in trading live with me, you get access to a full fundamentals course. We go live for all these rate decisions, economic data events. Go live for New York session, Asian session, London session. We focus on important economic data. So if you guys are interested in this, just join the Discord group. Link is in the bio. Okay, you won't regret it. 100%. If you're a trader, you will love this group. All the members that's in the group also are just fucking amazing, right? We all have similar goals, trying to be successful in life, be better as human beings as much as possible, trying to be leaders. So it goes way beyond just a trader. We build in our personal lives too. But let me just get right into it just so that this video is not long. So for today's Fed rate decision, right? The focus is going to be on forward guidance because Kevin Walsh, right? We understand that he's the new Fed chair. And, there's chances are that markets was already expected him to cut interest rates because this is exactly what Trump wants. I don't think we're going to get into that immediately. I do feel like the task force thing that Walsh brings up, I feel like that is a Trump idea, right? Because it just helps. It would help confirm what Trump been saying this whole entire time with the task force. But for this rate decision, I'm not expecting him to really giving us any forward guidance, right? Because this rate decision, you could just see here, chances of a hold is around 65 to 70%, but the chances like a 35% hike is for this meeting. So the reason is last month's CPI data did come in lower than expected. I know we traded it. Probably got to scroll all the way up, but that was one of the reasons why we was expecting more of a hawkish reaction because of the lower inflation data that we had. So that was tricky to a lot of people because they was expecting, right, lower inflation. Oh my God, rate cuts is going to start coming in. But that's just not how it is, because at the current context, right, what currently happened when we got that lower CPI print, that lower PPI print, markets was expecting a hike, right? So yeah, I can't find. Yeah, it was a while ago. So the reason is we was expecting a hike. So that lower print, right, now pushed that hike off the table. So that was the difference. All right. So is it here? I'm probably gonna. Yeah, this was the PPI data, as you can see. So US PPI, this was last week's 2 weeks ago. We could see the numbers came out lower than expected across the board. And then the day before, show you guys the CPI, because we had lower CPI and then we had lower PPI. So this is the CPI data. You can see came in low across the board also. So this is what showed us that this meeting today, they're more likely not going to hike rates. The markets is not expecting like a 99% chance of a hike. They're just going to be expecting a pause, but there's still about a 30% chance now, like I said here, for that possibility of a hike. So at 2 p.m., what you got to be aware of, right, is just in case, right, just in case, if he does, right, if we do see a hike, like obviously it's going to shock everybody, but the fact that the markets is already expecting a hold, if they do hike by 25 basis points, expect a hawkish reaction. Okay, so what you're going to see immediately is, if you guys are looking at the dollar, right, you're going to immediately see a dollar just start breaking below this area of support, pushing down aggressively. You could definitely take advantage of like all the dollar pairs, because weaker dollar is going to cause like Euro USD to go higher. USD JPY is going to go lower. I think USD JPY would probably be the better edge, especially today, because the Bank of Japan is definitely focusing on this rate decision, and the JPY currency is at like all-time highs, like very high numbers, have very high figures. So if we do get somewhat of, I'm sorry, if we get a dovish reaction today, not hawkish, a dovish reaction today, I would be expecting more of a weaker dollar. Okay. And that weaker dollar would most likely be the better direction, just like what I said before, because of the Bank of Japan. So a dovish reaction would definitely surprise everybody because nobody is expecting it. So if we do get that, expect these aggressive moves, right? USD JPY, probably the better edge, but then also that weaker dollar is going to cause pairs like gold. You're going to see gold rip to the upside. You're going to see dollar pairs like EU and GU rip to the upside, and also equities. If you guys are trading stuff like NASDAQ, right? Show you guys right here, because we already see bearish price action in NASDAQ and US 30. But if we get a dovish meeting today, expect equities, right, to start ripping to the upside. And most likely, if it starts going above 27,500, we're going to most likely see equities give a huge run to the upside. Plus VIX, right? Focus on the VIX. We want to see the VIX go below 20. So that's the less likely outcome, is a dovish reaction. But at least you guys understand the direction, okay? So what do we need to see other than that? Like if we get a dovish reaction, but I'm gonna show you guys here, right? If he does come in dovish, we just have to focus on keywords. If inflation concerns soften, right? If we see that he is more confident that inflation numbers are lowering, if he's more confident that the war is going to end soon, or the war is not going to be impacting inflation as much as possible, or if he's also concerned about recessionary fears, right? That would be more of a dovish reaction, but focusing on what he says about inflation is going to be the main concern. But if he's hawkish, right? If this is a hawkish meeting, if they hike rates by 25 basis points, like literally just expect like dollar to rip to the upside, right? You're going to see dollar just break that structure and just rip to the upside. Expect gold to break that support, rip to the downside. Expect equities to just continuously fall and collapse if we see there is a hike, because that's new and it's going to surprise everybody. But the hawkish language is what we are already expecting, because they're not cutting interest rates. Inflation just dropped. So it could change the tone for this meeting because we had a drop of inflation. So what we focus on for hawkish patterns, right? If he's still concerned about inflation being way over target and he downplays the chances of any rate cuts possible, or if we see around a vote split, is there more members now voting for a hike? Because if we see that more members are voting for a hike also, that shows a divided Fed, but then also it gives us something new to the table, right? If Walsh is also giving us alarms that September is going to be a hike, because that's going to be the focus. What he says about September too, which he's not going to give it to us. But if we do see that more Fed members are expecting a hike, September expectations will increase if we see that as well. But the opposite, if we see that no members vote for a hike, everybody's a pause, probably would give us a dovish reaction also, okay? So these are the things that you focus on, is the language and the forward guidance, right? And then you're going to look at the markets to see if we get these reactions, okay? So this is why it's important to understand all of this stuff so that you're not lost completely. And just like take a screenshot of this if you can, so you guys could have the notes, or just, I'm gonna put this in my Instagram as well, so you guys could screenshot it as well for you guys for your notes. But if you guys want to join the live call, just to make it a lot easier for yourself, just join the group. Link is in the bio. All right, guys, don't want to make this that long, but just understand both directions. Chances are he might not give us nothing to really combat. I won't be surprised if this meeting is a dud, right? But, or if he leaves everything the same, we already know he's extremely like they're not hawkish, but inflation is still high. So there's a chance that he might not give us anything at all. All right, guys. So I hope this helps. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, guys.